Hey up my ducks, Chelsea here today at Studio Simley, and we're going to be back in Del Sol Valley doing another part of the Townhouse triple. Today we're meeting the Jonsons. That's Carl, Kaya and Leah. Kaya and Leah are twins, they're in the toddler age bracket, and they're going to live the opposite end to the Burke family. So there's still one family left to do, and they'll go in the middle house. The layout for this one's a little bit different to the first one. You come straight into like a formal dining area, which has like a bathroom and a little office space off of it, and then the kitchen's sort of in the middle of the house with the living room at the back going out onto the garden. This house is obviously more modern than Doris and Kenneth's, because it is a younger family that live there. Carl's actually in music production. The office space, as you'll see, has the music production item that you get with Get Famous, and I've put like loads of movie posters and stuff on the wall, like I imagine like for the gameplay, like he's worked on the music in all of those movies, and that's why he lives in Del Sol Valley, because he does movie music. And then he lives here with his two daughters. I have also made his ex-wife, but she's going to live in San Myshuno, so you probably won't meet her for a while, just because she doesn't live here. So honestly, I'm not entirely sure whether to kill her off entirely, but I did make her so that I could do the play with genetics thing to make the twins. Into the kitchen. Now I've actually used the really cheap base game kitchen. I only actually like it in that black swatch, but I think it's a really cute swatch, so that's what I've used. Again, not pack limiting on this because, well, I haven't on the rest of it. Why bother on this house? Because it's all essentially one build. They're all huge as well, like I don't understand EA's logic behind giving us these massive lots. Like, what do they expect us to do with them? Well, I fit 3 good sized family homes and I can't technically have more than 8 Sims living here. I mean, I can if I use mods, but technically, like, as is, I could have a maximum of 8 Sims living here, but I've got 2 4-bedroom and a 3-bedroom house, all on one lot. Which is why I decided to separate Carl and his ex-wife, Jade is her name, because then I would have had 4 Sims living in here, and that would have only gave me 2 to have in the middle house, and it just seemed a bit odd with these big family homes to just have 2 Sims in them. This is the little utility room, it's just off the kitchen. And then at the back, it's full length living, dining, playroom space, sort of a family room. I did really like how this house turned out. I definitely prefer it to Doris and Kenneth's. I'll be more likely to live in this one than that one. I do like that modern dollhouse, but I don't use it very often. I'm looking forward to using the new dollhouse that came with Eco Lifestyle. I think a lot of the kids' items, like the toddler bed, for instance, are beautiful. Honestly, I might go back in this house and replace the girls' beds in this house with the toddler bed from Eco Lifestyle. If you've not seen it, it's got sort of a canopy. It's like a kids TP 4-poster-ish fairy tale thing. It's beautiful. We've not got anything else like it in the game. It is by far the nicest toddler bed we have ever had, in my opinion. If you have a different opinion, that is fine. Just going in and lightening up the doors. I kind of figured that they would have painted the doors rather than having the original hardware like Doris and Kenneth had in theirs, and then gone for a more modern black bathroom suite in the downstairs bathroom. Use a little half wall, although a very tall half wall, to separate the shower in that bathroom. And I made sure to put like a toddler potty in there as well, because both girls are toddlers for now. Although it's not the longest of life states, so they won't be for long. I have got some kids items in here as well, because you know, if you've got your aging turned on, you are going to want kids items in here pretty soon. So I have got a mix of kids and toddler items. That's the music station I was on about that came with Get Famous. And I've put like a kids activity table, 2 kids activity tables in there. I figured that way the girls could work with Daddy, and it'd be cute. I've got some instruments in there, plenty of pictures up on the wall, but it's just a little office. It hasn't got any windows, so I didn't really want it to be like a bedroom or anything. Because anything on that side of the house is obviously joined to the next house, so it's got no windows. Unless it's right at the front or right at the back. And as I say, these houses are huge. I think the gardens are good sized as well. And then it's got the little carport area on the side, the little community garden bit. Like, what have you done with this in your lot? Like, in all your saves, what have you done? Have you built lots of little houses like I have? Have you turned it into a community space? Yeah, let me know. Because this was the only thing I could think of to do with a lot this size. Onto the garden now. I actually managed to get a little outdoor seating area and a barbecue, as well as a little kids pool and a swing out here, but I've mirrored Doris and Kenneth's garden, so it's got the same sort of size patio and the same similar bushes separating the patio from the garden area. Just makes it all look a bit more cohesive. I've got these stones out of debug and made a little path from the patio to the back gate. That took me ages. Don't think that because it looked fast in the video that I did it fast, because I didn't. It took me ages to find them and then ages to place them, and that's what they look like when I've done, so I'll let you decide whether that was worth it. Upstairs now, onto the master bedrooms. Exactly the same, so it's got access to the balcony and its own bathroom. It took me a while to figure out what to do with the space, because it's a funny shaped bedroom, and then obviously you've got a lot of doors to work around as well. But I wanted it to feel quite masculine because he's here on his own now, that is just his space. But I ended up putting a fireplace in there, like a good sized flat screen TV. I imagine he's the kind of dad that wants to be close to his girls once they've gone to bed, so he'll like sit up in his bedroom so that he's nearby if they need him. So he's got like a TV in there and plenty of activities, and then on his balcony as well, because I've decorated that, you know, just tried to make sure that there's plenty of things for him to do, so it makes it more like a master suite even though it's not that big. It seems a bit weird to be going back into Del Sol Valley and doing this when Eco Lifestyle's out. I know everybody must have been loving my innovative container homes. But honestly, I wanted to get these townhouses done. I think they're so lovely. I'm really proud of them. Like, they look so cool on the map. I've never built anything like this before. I'll say the only real downside to them, as far as I can see, is that I'm limited as to having 8 Sims, unless I use MC Command Center to increase my household size, and I cannot remember how to do that. I am not very good at using MC Command Center. Does anybody else struggle? There's just so many things in it. I struggle. Well, though I struggle with a lot of things. Anything new needs explaining to me like you'd explain it to a small child. But I try my best. Out onto the balcony area now. They're only 2 wide, so there's not that much you can do with them. But I wanted to make the most of this space, because it is a little bit of private outdoor space that Carl's got to himself, so I did want to utilise it. Put like a cooler icebox thing out there. I ended up putting the girls in the same bedroom because all the bedrooms are really good sized and like they're only little, so it just filled the room better to have 2 beds in there. But because there is 3 bedrooms in the house, they could, you know, by the time they're teenagers or whatever, have their own rooms if the household's got the money to do it, because there is a 3rd bedroom. But yeah, I've got one more family left to put in these townhouses, so if you've got any ideas as to who you'd like to see, can have, is it 3 Sims I've got left? Yeah, 3 Sims left, so let me know who you want to see in the middle townhouse, what kind of family dynamic, and I'll try and work that in for the 3rd one. Get that one decorated, and then it can go up on the gallery and you guys can download it and put it in your games and let me know what you end up doing with it. Onto the last bedroom now. I just kind of wanted to use it like a bit of extra storage. I put like the Christmas decoration boxes in there, an extra clothes rail, but it has got a bed, so you know it can be used as a guest bedroom. And then finally onto the family bathroom upstairs, and that's pretty much all I've got left to do. There'll be a few finishing touches and then onto the screenshots. So if you did like that video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I make new videos twice a week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me,